Well, today we have some new vehicles here on display here at the shop. Sponsored by Bud Light. Official beer of the shop here. Yes, sirree. Okay, so moving on here. I'm going to take a sip of this real quick. Now, what we got here is a 2002 VolksWagen Jetta diesel for your viewing pleasure here. Anyway, so I'm going to shut it off for a minute. The release bearing is gone, so it's making a lot of noise here. Air conditioning works. So, like I say, what we're dealing with here is a 2002 VolksWagen Jetta TDI. So, did some work to it. It does need some work. I don't have fifth gear, and the release bearing is going, by the judge of that noisy clattering going on in the front end right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to replace the transmission. I'm going to buy a new clutch, and then whatever transmission I get, I'm going to put a new clutch in it, bolt it up, and hope for the best here. So body is, fantastic, considering it has, I am not kidding you, 500,000 miles. Well, it's in kilometers, so I don't know, 350,000. Yeah, 500,000 clicks. Oh yeah, but it's German. It's German engineering. I mean, these diesel engines will go for 1.5 if you treat them right. If you do regular maintenance on them, these engines will go for $1 million. There's no doubt about it. Usually even longer, but that all depends on maintenance and abuse, and if you let your young lads have it. See me, there's a good chance this car will be around when I have kids of my own, and my kids will probably end up ruining it, totaling it. Gotta invest for the future. I'd rather them destroy something like this than destroy a newer vehicle. Anyhow, so we got tires here. They are winter tires with nice little VolksWagen wheels. We don't have the center caps, but I can find those anywhere. Body is fantastic underneath. We have a dent here. Not a big deal. This I'm going to sandblast. This is just surface. I don't know why it started to rust here, but it is just surface. So, you could even get away with just scratch padding it. Well, not scratch padding it, but, taking some 80 to that, sanding it down nice and flat, and maybe just putting some paint over top of that. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to sandblast it, do it proper so it doesn't come back. Rockers are solid. Like, it's bizarre. Yeah, got a spoiler, all kinds of stuff like that. No spare tire though, however. I'm going to have to find one because you need one of those for safety. Lots of spare wheel nuts. I guess some of these are safety locking ones, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah. See, there you go. You have one of those. Well, there's the center cap, kind of, I guess. Yeah, like there's all sorts of these things here. But anyway, I have no idea. Cargo net. Audi VW Mexico. This car was actually assembled in Mexico. And I can prove that by the VIN number. It starts with a 3 over here, which means it's been assembled in Mexico. 2 is the United States, 1 is Canada. X, I believe, is like, I don't know, Germany. I don't know. Anyway, don't matter. So, finished compounding the lights. I need lower control arms. The bushings kind of look sour looking, so I'm going to put new ones of those on here. I don't know why I decided to park it in the rhubarb here. I guess because I'm going to be gone for a couple days. No sense having it here. Blocking up space in the yard. So it's only sad part is that dent. But I'm going to show you guys the inside of this. Got a moonroof, which, I won't buy a vehicle unless it has a moonroof, and it even has leather seats, which is fantastic. So anyway, get in. Oh, jeez. Telescopic steering. Like, I mean, it's phenomenal. It's got one of these gauges, or one of these keys. I guess I have a light burnt out there, do I? I don't know. I don't know. Crazy. So anyway, we got one of these. The fob is actually part of the key. You push this, flips up, and you know, there's lock, trunk, release, unlock. You know, the horn sounds a little funky. So we'll start her up. Initiate the glow plugs. It's already been running. So reverse is actually over here on this particular vehicle, so that'd be first. But if you want reverse on something like this, you got to push down on the gear shifter and go all the way over, and that's your reverse. So kind of neat. That's how you don't, you know, accidentally throw it in reverse while you're doing, you know, 10-15 mile an hour. So you can hear the release bearing as soon as I let off the clutch. Anyway, now it is on its way out. So take a look at the power plant. 1.9 liter turbo engine. Voila. It's a flattering diesel. Fairly straightforward. Here's your fuel filter. The main inlet. See, just clear diesel in it. Yes, clear diesel. Not vegetable oil or colored. So it goes into your injection pump, blah blah blah, goes to injectors. And from there, it's ancient history. So, the turbos at the back. This is your oil filter. It's got one of those traditional spin-ons. You got to take that cap off. And inside there is a filter. You take that filter out, put a new one in there, you turn that cap. The rest is history. So, you know, a little different ways of doing things with this. It is a little tedious to work on, but I'm sure, you know, there's a lot of you out there that have owned one of these or have worked on one of these. It's kind of a walk in the park, but to anybody new to a Volkswagen, you know, they can be quite a headache. So anyway, quite a car. I mean, we got power everything. I mean, power windows, locks, cruise, air conditioning, and yeah, like, I mean, it all is totally functional. And what's the real kicker, not only leather seats, they fold down and all that, but what really is the kicker here is that it has express driver's window. But that's not the biggest deal. It has express passenger window. But that's not even the real kicker either. It has express going up as well. So you can tell how Volkswagen was really ahead of ahead of GM, because I mean GM and Ford didn't have that in 2002. Kind of something shows. Anyway, just goes to show us the Germans are always ahead of us and everything. Anyway, hope you guys are having a great time tonight. Don't party too hard. We'll catch you here next weekend. Take care of yourselves.